Welcome to Fitch Painting Repairs Garage. Today's project, a couple PBRs. What we're doing, we got front fork legs up on the bench and disassembled them. Everything looks pretty good in there. So the fork fluid oil was pretty bad. Yeah, it was contaminated with a little bit of water. This setup doesn't have a screw-in cap on the top. Yeah, on the top of the fork, right in here, where the this just has this little plug right here with an O-ring on it, and this tiny little clip that holds it in place. Never seen something like that. Looks pretty rinky-dink to me, but it holds up. So might just been these early models that they had that on, because the book shows it's supposed to have a screw-in cap. Who knows, man? Cheers, BBR all the way, man. So what we're doing is we're going through the forks, checking all the measurements and everything, disassembly. We're gonna check the spring, lengths and all that, make sure that nothing's bad. I already measured this one over here, and she's good, actually. She's well within spec, 445 millimeters or something like that is the service limit, and she's that's 17.9, almost 18 inches. So she's at 17 and 3/4 is the length that this one's at. So she's good. Bushings look good. This spring's all good. These bushings and this bushing, and the fork seals actually look good. So I'm thinking maybe the forks have been redone. The fluid, I don't know about that fluid though. But the seals, and surprisingly, I know the guy who rode this motorcycle. So he kept it up. He did what he could do to it, but he rode it hard. So the neck bearing issue, it's been upgraded. It's got the tapered roller bearings in it. The races are completely shot. The bottom one are notched really bad, to the point where when you try to do the free swing on the front end, put it all the way to the left, tap it until it goes over, and then let it free fall. It should free fall all the way till it hits the stop on the other side. Well, this one actually goes and centers itself. It's kind of like an FL. Harley FL has got that self-centering front end, but this one's just got notched races in it. So, but the bearings on the front end look pretty good, actually. So I'm thinking when they changed the bearings on the neck, they did some front end work on this. They probably put some fluid in it. I don't think they put the right fluid in it. And I'm thinking when they drove the races in, they probably just did it with a ball bearing hammer and a punch or something, because they're egg-shaped. Pretty bad, so they're oval, instead of round, and that's what's caused the notching, I'm pretty certain of. So we're digging into it. We're finding more and more as we go. This project bike is getting to be more and more, but basically it's going to be a training aid. I'm learning this model. The engines are pretty consistent throughout the years. They do have upgrades as they went on. This one's the early fuel injected model. I do have a little bit of experience with the carburetors on them. Uncle's got one. My dad's oldest brother has a Vulcan 1500 with a carburetor. And I helped him clean it and redo it and remount it and all that stuff. And they're very simple. This one's got the direct injection, fuel injection system on it. It's got the direct injectors. Pretty simple. The whole system's pretty simple on it. Just keep them clean, keep it purged, run some fuel treatment through it, some water separator. Ethanol fuels are kind of deteriorating fuel lines, so upgrade your fuel lines to an ethanol rated fuel line, and everything should be good. So that's the process. That's what we're going to do to this. But right now we're going through the suspension on it, the front forks, because we had an issue, when we test rode it, and I knew something was wrong. And finding those races being so notched like they are, it's basically just like steps. It goes dunk 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 as the roller goes across it. So we'll fix that. We'll order that. It's going to be about $50 to get a set of races and bearings to put a new set of races and bearings on the triple trees. Fork oil I got left over from another project, so we'll be able to reassemble these legs with the fork oil. That's if the other leg's still good. I haven't pulled it apart and done any measuring on it yet, so we'll see what that has to offer. Hopefully this project does not go over budget, because I really could use a cash injection right now. This project, the first project, when the kids grew, when I got Annabelle enrolled full time in school, so now I can work kind of 3/4 time. Still got to go pick them up from school. I got to leave here. I got to get them at one. I got to be there at 1:50. Standing there 10 minutes early, just in case they come out early. Normal release is 2 o'clock, but it could be anywhere from 1:50 to 2:10. And then Ayla's bus. I got to pick her up from the bus at 2:36 to 2:45 or so. So, I got to kind of deal with that, and then I got to deal with the girls. And right now, it's beer 30. It's after 4:20, so we're taking a break. We're relaxing. We're not really working. We're just talking and filming. So we're enjoying a few step twos, Steve. Like your program, man. It's pretty cool. Good old American beer. I know you like your Canadian stuff there, Steve. Camping with Steve. Pretty cool site. Like the guy's stuff. He does like this stealth camping thing. He lives up in Canada, and he goes around and he camps and around the city and different places and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I like it. Started off with boondocking and way back. I haven't watched his earliest stuff, but I watched his boondocking stuff. But step 2. So we'll get this project rolling, and we'll see where it goes from there.